What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Mando Bros. And oh my god, was this episode, I will say, by far one of my most favorite episodes. So much went down this episode. It left us with a crazy cliffhanger. I think this is finally something we've been wanting to see for a while. Lots of crazy Easter eggs. The Empire's just taking control. The Bad Batch, man, oh my god, it's just been this. They finally brought it back. Last episode was good. Episode 13 was good. A little slow, a bit of a filler episode in a sense. A lot of people liked it, a lot of people didn't. But episode 14, War Mantle. Oh my God, it was. Damn, it was beautiful, guys. It was beautiful. I had to watch it. I watched it at work, and I was flipping out at work. So I think the last couple episodes we're gonna be doing live reactions to. We'll be watching the episode, doing live reaction, and then we'll do a second episode after that with the breakdowns because I think things are about to go down, and I want to have my raw reaction. But without further ado, guys, let's go. Let's dive into this because this is awesome. This is awesome, awesome, awesome. So we get the first scene of a clone or what looks like a reg getting chased down by these hounds. Later in the episode, we find out that this is Gregor. And this is a reference to Rebels again, who is with Rex in Rebels. So we see him getting chased. He's running. He's trying to escape a pursuit that's going on this planet. He sets some kind of beacon here as he's getting ambushed, and the hounds pretty much catch up to him. He gets stunned in the legs as he's running, and I was like, damn. So they don't want him dead. They want to capture him alive. And as you can see, we see other clone troopers coming up, which this made me think, Gregor was pretty much, defective, or his chip didn't work. And I guess he realized what the Empire was and was trying to escape, and the Empire caught up to him. So then we get the next scene. Of course, Omega working on a little droid, which I love that little droid. And then we see Hunter just kind of messing around with this knife, and Omega doing the same thing. And they get a message from Rex, and we see Rex with a typical poncho, covered up. And he's saying that, hey, I received a signal from a clone trooper. He's an old friend, and he's in trouble. And again, we know that Gregor is an old friend of Rex because of Rebels. They end up being together at the end of Rebels. And also, we get to see Gregor still alive after him being with Ahsoka. We all assumed that he was dead. Then we knew he was alive in Rebels, but now we see kind of where his story kind of picked up after that. So you see the team kind of talking. They're like, the stress signals coming from Daro, a planet with no inhabitants. It seems like a deserted planet in the outer rim. And they're discussing, like, should we even go? We're in a mission for Sid. But Echo pretty much said, if Rex said this is important, it's got to be important. So Hunter just thinks about it, and Omega also puts in her own 2 cents. She says, well, if it's Rex's friend that needs help, we need to help him. And as you can see, I think Hunter is also starting to realize, what kind of missions he's trying to do. What kind of, is certain missions worth putting his family in danger, And I really like that about Hunter. He's been really contemplating a lot lately. Do we do the right thing, or do we just do our mission and just look out for ourselves? He's in a real big dilemma right there. And I love how constantly they keep putting Hunter in this kind of situation where he just wants to protect his family, but again, he just ends up doing what's right. He knows what's right, but at the end of the day, he just wants to keep protecting his family. So we end up with this beautiful, beautiful shot. We're back in Kamino with the Kaminoans, and we see the Empire's pretty much. A lot of ships are retreating from the Empire, and again, I thought this was an absolutely amazing shot. It was beautiful. And we go into Rampart and Crosshair pretty much saying that everything's ahead of schedule. We see the Prime Minister in the background. Rampart already knows what's going on. He says, just, take care of the Kaminoans. And then we get to see a young group of clones, which I thought was absolutely crazy. We never really seen the young clones then in Revenge of the Sith when Anakin or Obi-Wan finds, the Kamino, and they find about the clones. So it's really nice to really get to see, their interaction with them. And of course, you see the Prime Minister coming up takes one of the Kamioans to the side and pretty much says the Empire has seized all contracts with us, and so we need to look out for our own survival, which they have always done. They've always looked out for their own survival. He's pretty much says that they pretty much say like, oh, our clones are known galaxy wide. We should easily get clients, but the Prime Minister knows the Empire is not just gonna let them go off on their own for no reason. So he asked them to grab their most valuable scientific advancements and just try to escape the planet. And they will try to do their best to escape because, again, like he said, the Empire is not like the Republic. They must look after their own survival. And so we go back over here with Hunter again, with Echo and everybody. He says we're risking a lot for a clone we don't know. And it says if Rex trusts him, I trust Rex. And Echo, we get to see Echo's pretty much relationship with with Rex, which is beautiful. They land on the planet. They're starting to go search for the beacon. Omega finds the beacon, and Hunter, of course, with his amazing tracking skills, starts to pretty much break down the whole situation. Pretty much saying he was tracked here. They take him they go all the way up to this mountain where he was taken by a ship, and so Hunter already knows that there's something going on. Tech says that his signals are getting jammed, so he knows there's someone here in this planet that does not want them to know that they're here. So he sends Omega and Wrecker back to the ship while Tech, Echo, and Hunter go up to figure out what is going on. So as they climb this giant mountain hill, they go up to the very, very top, and guess what they find? They find an Imperial base in the middle of this mountain in the outer rims, hidden away from everything, something that they didn't expect to see. And as we go in and they go in to look closer, they get to see that it is a well-fortified military base, and the troopers have an updated armor. As you can see here, we have the commando troopers as well. The commandos. If you guys didn't know, they have the commando game on PS4, which was remastered, so you guys can go ahead and go play that. I really love it. I recommend it. One of my favorite games. But we get to see the designs, and we're gonna look deeper into the designs because these clone trooper designs were actually the first concept art for the clone troopers, before the original movie. So this is the original before the original, which is so awesome. We'll get a better look at them, but it's so great that they actually added like that concept art to the Bad Batch. It's crazy because you get to see the evolvement of the Empire. And so pretty much just said, we got to get out of here. We got to tell Rex. Hunter doesn't want to get into any problems, especially with the Empire. But Echo is like, well, we saved those separatist people from the Empire before, and we had no information. What makes this any different? We have to help. We have to help this. So Echo really, is trying to, voice his opinion. He's like, why aren't we doing this when we did this before? We with the same greater risks and all that, but and again, I just feel like Hunter just does not want, to jeopardize, or put everybody in danger. But, Hunter, goes with Echo, tells everybody, hey, we're going into this base to Wrecker and Omega and to just wait out because you guys are our backup. And I like that. I like that they keep bringing Omega in. They keep telling her like, hey, you're still useful to us. You're our backup. You're our support. Okay. So don't worry. So as they make their way in, and I always love the stealth missions when they do with the Bad Batch. The stealth missions are always the best. And I love this scene here, guys, because we get to see pretty much how the setup is in once the Empire took control. We get to see how quickly the Empire's taking control. And we get to see a lot of the designs, in this corridors and stuff, the doors and everything. Okay, and here's what I was talking about, guys. These clone troopers right here, this is the concept art. This is the first ever design for the clone troopers, and it's just so awesome that they actually added something like this to the Bad Batch. Because I'm assuming that later on we're gonna get like the full, Empire, from the fourth movie, full, original clone or stormtrooper outfits. But these are all stormtroopers now. What we saw in this previous one, they're getting back all of the clones from Kamino and ending their contract. So there's no more need for the clones. As they're going up, they're trying to figure out what is going on. they see that there are commander and TK troopers, which they are confused. They don't know what's going on. And so they finally found Gregory, which they go up and find him. He is just he's just chilling there. And I just love this concept art. Again, I just can't get that enough. Bad Batch come in, save him. And I love this scene where he's like, "Are you Gregor?" He's like, "Yep." It's like, "Well, why does it matter?" It's like, "Well, we're with Rex and we're here to save you." He's like, "Then in that case, my name is Gregor. Let's get the hell out of here." And I love the comedy that they added to this. It's so awesome. So as we move forward, we get to see, Tech is trying to put some codes in into the thing to try to escape, but he realizes, hey, Gregor tells him these are not clones. They're not clones in here. He was pretty much brought here. Him and other commanders were brought here to train actual people, actual storm troopers. They're going away from clones, and now we're getting the actual stormtroopers. There are about 1,000 of them here, and about 50, commander clones, commander troopers here as well. So he said we were brought in to instruct them, and and he just realized how bad the Empire was that he wanted to escape. So as we continue, we get to see, I love this scene though, and I saw this going on. Everybody was roasting like the typical stormtrooper aim that they kept missing every single shot, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. That shit was funny as heck. And as you can see, they alerted everybody coming up, so they're just trying to escape. As they remove the helmet off of one of them, they get to see that, it's an actual person. There's actual people getting recruited into the Empire. The stormtroopers are coming in, and they say there are waves of hundreds of people volunteering and that are loyal to the Empire. So we get to see the control of the Empire just come in and just bringing all these people in to, fight for them, which is crazy how fast things are going. But if you keep in mind, Palpatine really got the ball rolling with how quickly he took over, how quickly the Empire took over the galaxy, after the fall of the Republic. So as you can see, trying to escape, we get Wrecker. They got to try to get out as best as they can to try to signal for them. And here, this is one of my favorite parts. This is a commander trooper right here, right? A commando. And he just the skill alone, where he jumps over, comes up, and shoots Gregor 2 times before he gets stunned and knocked out. And oh my god, that was awesome. You get to see that, they are bringing in some very skilled people as commandos to put in some work. And oh man, I thought Gregor was gonna die. And it was just crazy to see the commandos actually come in and just really put up a fight. They really put up a good fight against everybody. I thought they were about to lose for a second, but they were able to stun them. And man, it's just, you just get to see the Empire just really going off. We see Gregor injured, so now they're trying to figure out a way out because they're now trapped and everybody is here. And again, this is where Gregor's like, I thought you said you didn't train him everything, because Gregor was brought in to train him. So he said he trained him up to a certain point, but he wasn't trying to give up all of his advice and everything. So they try to escape out of an external exhaust port, and they're making their way out. And we get to see Omega finally take the reins, and she hops on the ship, which I thought was awesome. I love seeing the character development of Omega. She's just hopping on, taking the ship and flying out, pretty much saying, hey, I got this. So she pulls up, Wrecker comes out, just starts blasting at these stormtroopers. Everybody gets in, besides Tech and Echo, because they get attacked by other pilots that they brought out. So they're stuck in the edge of this mountain while Wrecker is trying to fend off against the enemy ships. And they're just doing their best. They get injured, and Gonki, this is awesome. Gonki comes in clutch and it helps them with power, because again, they're just getting overwhelmed. Just one ship versus many. Tech is doing his best, and we get to see some amazing flying skills from Tech. Tech is a very skilled pilot, and I love Tech for that. He is a very skilled pilot. So he comes back around to try to get Echo and Hunter, but as we see, more ships start shooting at the Bad Batch, and this scene almost killed me. This scene right here almost killed me. We see Hunter fall down the cliff, just hitting branches and trees as he just collapses to the ground, my heart sank. I thought our boy Hunter was dead. I said, this is it. But he gets up, and we see him getting surrounded by other troopers. You know, he just says, Tech, get out of here. You need to get out of here. You know, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. We'll find another way. And as Tech shoots out of hyperspace, you know, we see Hunter just get overwhelmed by stormtroopers, and I'm just like, damn, my boy. I thought he was gonna put up a fight. I wish they would have showed him put up a fight, because we know Hunter would have definitely put up a fight before he was taken in, or unless he said, fuck it, just take me in. Last thing, we see the Rampart come up to the Prime Minister and pretty much say, it disappoints me. I thought you were going to give your full cooperation to the Empire. He's like, what are you talking about? And we see one of your scientists gathering people to escape. He's like, well, that's surprising. As you can see, Rampart pretty much says, I never found your clone troopers to be very overly impressive. And so, but, you know, we are in need of a scientist, but we are in no need of a politician. And so as they bring the Kamioan out, we get to see the other, troopers, death troopers, I would assume, in there. And I'm just assuming in this scene, when it closes the door, that the Prime Minister is dead. The Kamioan Prime Minister is dead. They took the scientist Kamioan, because I feel like this is where they're going to start doing the whole cloning stuff. She was taken by the Empire. And I believe this is, I feel like this has something to do with like Grogu and all the stuff later down the road, because they were heavily interested in the clone. I mean, they didn't care for clones, but they still wanted to have a scientist that knows about the cloning process. So having her in there and under their control pretty much is going to be a big tool. And I really feel like this is like somewhat connecting to Grogu. And we get to see at the end, we see Hunter. He looks up, and guess who it is? It's our boy Crosshair. He says, I was expecting the whole squad, but you will do. And it ends right there. Holy shit. Oh, my God. This is what we wanted. We see, we get the Hunter and Crosshair encounter, and potentially next episode, we're going to get the reunion of the Bad Batch again with Crosshair. And I'm just like, bro. Something's gonna go down, man. Oh man, they got Gregor. I mean, they could start calling in for favors. We can get Rex to come in, maybe Ahsoka. Coming in to try to help. They're gonna have to infiltrate whatever base that they're gonna be in. I doubt they're still gonna be in that planet. I'm sure they're gonna transfer Hunter elsewhere, and maybe once the Empire finds out that he got his chip removed, either they're gonna kill Hunter. They're gonna have Crosshair kill Hunter. Will the Bad Batch make it there in time? I don't know. Will Crosshair kill Hunter? Will Crosshair turn good again? So much craziness, chat. I don't even know. I mean, we'll try to break it down. This is just so much questions. Everything's up in the air. I don't know what's about to go down. We're going to have our live reactions to the next couple videos, because shit's about to go down, chat. And I'm just crazy to see what's about. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared to see what's gonna happen. I'm thinking someone's gonna die, or they're all gonna die. I mean, it's just I don't know. I'm scared. What are your thoughts? What do you think about this episode? I thought it was absolutely amazing. By far one of my most favorite episodes as well. I love all the character development. I love all the Easter eggs. I love everything that's been added to this. It's so awesome. I don't have no other words, but we'll be doing our live, reaction to this next couple episodes, because I'm sure we're close to the end. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Star Wars content, and I will see you guys in the next episode. May the Force be with you, for this is the way, everybody. Thank you.